afternoon, everyone. This is the mentor Hampeyo Kliman from HC Learning Academy. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and don't forget to share. So if you haven't yet registered for personal tuitions and you would want to enroll for either physics, chemistry, mathematics at HC Learning Academy, inbox me on WhatsApp on +26 0777 66 40 46. Okay. Okay, so now I want you to imagine something. Imagine you are in an exam, you're writing an exam or a test, and then while it's solving, you come across a figure, okay, maybe a square root number, but you don't have a calculator, and you would want to know how to solve a square root of a number without a calculator. So basically, this is what I'm going to be teaching you so that you would be able to have these tools as you solve your mathematics. Now, I want us to find the square root of the following given figures. Imagine you have been given A, then they are saying you find the square root of 9. The square root of 9 is a common figure. The answer is 3. Even if I was to go extra and give another example, we say the square root of 16. You know that the square root of 16 is simply 4. To go extra, if we said we find the square root of 25, we would say the square root of 25 is simply 5. Now, how about if the question came different? How about if it was a little bit complex? This time around, we have been asked to find the square root of 15. The square root of 15 is not a common square, it's not a perfect square. So how do you find this one? Well, you are going to reduce it to 14, then you are going to add plus, right? Then you say 1 over 2 multiplied by 5. Then you reduce it again to 13. If you reduce it to 13, then this time around it's going to be 1 over 10 plus another 1 over 10. You reduce it to 12. Then you're going to have 3 1 over 10, another 1 over 10, another 1 over 10. You reduce it to 11. You're going to have 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10. If we reduce it to 10, then these are going to be 4. So it's going to be 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10 plus 1 over 10. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4. This time around there will be 5. 1 over 10. So if we reduce it to a 9, then we're going to have 1 over 10 is 0.1, so it's going to be 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1, which is this one, plus another added 1 over 10. Then we have a perfect square, so this is going to give us like 3 plus, this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6. 3 plus 0.6 is going to be 3.6. Right? 3.6. Without even using a calculator, I can even say, 3.5989. So let's try to punch this on the calculator. We see square root of 15, we are getting 3.87. So you discover that the value that you are going to get is going to be within the ranges that you have been given. Okay. So this is how you find the square root of a number which is not a perfect square. Let's do another one. Let's find the square root of 64. Sorry, the square root of 68. So because we've got 68 there, we are going to use the same concept. So this is going to be square root of 7. So you reduce it by 1. So square root of 7 plus 0.1. So if it's square root of 66, it would be 0.1 plus 0.1. Then square root of 65, it will be 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1. Then square root of 64, then we are going to have 4 of them, so we have 1, 2, 3, so we add 1, so 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1. Now we have 4 of them. Then the square root of 64, we know that this is going to give us something like 8, plus this is going to be 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, so 0.4. Then 8 plus 0.4 is going to give you something like 8.4. Okay? Or you can say 8.398. Okay, so if you get your calculator, the square root of 68 should give you within that range. So it's giving us 8.24. So it's within the same given range. Okay? We go to another one. Square root of 31. To find the square root of 31, we use the same concept. So we're going to say square root of 30. Okay? You can say the square root of 30 plus 0.1, square root of 29 plus 0.1 plus 0.1. Okay, then square root of 28 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1. The key is to simply target a perfect square. Reduce it down till you have a perfect square. So 1, 2, 3, so there will be 4, 0.1. Okay, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. Okay. Then you reduce it again. It's going to be like 26. So this time around we had 4 of them. So say plus 0.5. Okay, we had 1, 2, 3, 4. So this time around 0.5. Then we reduce it to like 25. So this will be plus 0.6. Then this is going to be like 5 plus 0.6, which is going to be like 5.6. And that's the square root of 31. So if you go on your calculator, you say square root of 31, you're getting something like 5.56. Okay? On the calculator, it will give you something like 5.56. Okay? Which is the same as 5.6. Okay, let's try maybe another one. Okay, 172. So, to find the square root of 172, this time around we already know how to go about it. So, it's going to be easy now. Okay, let's do this. So, to find the square root of 172, you reduce it to 171, you add 0.1, you reduce it to 170, it becomes 0.2, you reduce it to 169, it becomes 0.3. This is a perfect square, it gives you 13 plus 0.3, and then you are going to get 13.3. or you can say 13.298. If you go on the calculator, let's see what we're going to have. So this is going to be like 172. Okay, 172, the square root of 172 is given us on the calculator, it's given us 13.114, which is within the same range. So this is basically how you are able to calculate the square root of any number or any figure which is not a perfect square, or whether a perfect square or an imperfect square. As long as it's a square root number, you are able to calculate it without using a calculator. If you really found this video helpful, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and don't forget to share to others. Thank you so much.